tonight on the news at 6. We're tracking Montana mail ballot returns, breaking down the turnout so far in Montana's reservation counties.
Plus, the Lewis and Clark County Motor Vehicle Office has a new tool to help streamline your experience.
From Montana's news leader, this is MTN News at 6.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the News at 6. I'm Andy Curtis.
And I'm Marian Davidson. Thanks for joining us this evening. Well, snow and ice have hit the Helena Valley, so please be careful out there on the roads. We have heard reports of multiple crashes, including this one near Interstate 15 and Prospect.
Particularly for this evening and while the snow's falling until DOT, the county, and the city can catch up on roads. Use common sense, and if you don't have to go out, don't go out.
Now remember, if you are approaching an area where emergency crews are working, slow down and move to the far lane to give them room to work.
And if you're one of the brave souls making it out to the Helena High, Helena Capital Crosstown football game tonight, be extra careful and dress extra warm. Isn't that right, Mr. Grivenitz?
Yes, it is. It is cold, it is snowy, and with the rate of accumulation here, it's going to be difficult for the plow drivers to kind of keep up with this storm. I know they're going to do their best, but look at that. McDonald Pass, fortunately, nobody, at least on the road right now, as that snow is really coming down. Today started out beautiful, right? With sunny skies, blue skies, and it looked like a great day. And then here's the snow now streaking out across the central and eastern part of the state here. Most of Montana under a winter storm warning through tonight and through most of tomorrow. The Rocky Mountain front, there is a blizzard warning in effect right now. That goes until 9 o'clock tomorrow night. The combination of snow and wind will make for very, very dangerous travel. Visibility could be down near zero, kind of like that right there. Snowfall could be as much as 20 inches here in some locations, and the temperature could be as cold as 20 below zero by Sunday morning. That's without the wind, and I'll let you know when the state will have a meltdown with warmer temperatures coming up.
All right, thank you, Curtis. Thousands of ballots have continued to roll into county elections offices this week, with much of Montana's vote already cast.
But as MTN's Jonathan Ambarian reports, some parts of the state haven't seen the same turnout levels so far.
By Thursday night, more than half of the ballots mailed out by election officials had already been returned, more than 320,000 votes in all. But in some parts of Montana, those numbers are still lagging. Some of the counties that have had the lowest return rates have been in Indian country. In Bighorn County, about 1,800 ballots had been processed by Thursday, out of 6,000 mailed out. That's a 30% return rate, the lowest in the state by a significant margin. Glacier County with 38% processed, Blaine County with 42%, and Roosevelt County with 44% are also below the state average. Rosebud County is close to the state average, with 48% of ballots returned. On the other hand, Lake County, which includes much of the Flathead Reservation, is above the state average at nearly 55%. Many counties in Indian country saw lower turnout during the all-mail primary in June. Advocates have said there are additional challenges with mail ballots in those areas, where many people don't receive mail at their homes and may not have standard street addresses. Other areas with lower numbers of return votes include eastern Montana counties like Carter, Richland, Prairie, and Macomb. Flathead County continues to have the lowest percentage of votes processed in Montana's largest counties, 37% according to the Montana Secretary of State's office. In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
Representatives for the organization Western Native Voice say there are several reasons for the slow turnout so far. Some reservations remain on lockdown because of COVID-19. They also expect more votes as counties open satellite voting locations closer to Election Day.
And the state reported 863 new COVID-19 cases today, pushing the statewide total to just over 27,000 cases. Just under a third of those cases are currently active. There were 7 new deaths reported overnight, bringing the statewide death total to 300. Active hospitalizations currently sit at 353, and it's good to remember our MTN numbers do vary from those reported by state officials. We track data from the state and local health departments to give you the most up-to-date information available.
Title and registration appointments for the Lewis and Clark Motor Vehicles Department can now be made online.
That's right. And MTN's Alexia Aguayo sat down with the department to discuss how this change will help with ongoing waiting issues within the department.
The Motor Vehicle Department is hoping these lines can move a bit quicker with the announcement of a new online appointment scheduling system for titles and registration. You can still go in person or call to schedule an appointment, but this new online system can make appointments further out.
We're rolling that out, so it's slow right now, but we do have 6 weeks available at one of our windows, and we're slowly getting more of them on.
According to the scheduling website, when you click the service needed, it shows 4 windows available as of Friday. More importantly, it shows the specific documents needed to bring to the appointment. Amy hopes this scheduling system will clear time on the phone.
If you're online scheduling your appointment, we don't have staff calling you back, so hopefully it will open our phone lines up so that when people are trying to call in, it'll give us, more time that we're not on the phone. Right now, we're constantly on the phone calling all of our customers back that have called in trying to make appointments.
Right now, Motor Vehicle says they are using resources from other departments to help with phone calls. Although scheduling online is preferred now, if you do leave a message by phone, you may have to wait 2 weeks for a call back.
We are backlogged. We are still very, very much backlogged. So I'm hoping that as time moves on that we can get to our customers quicker. That's the huge part about the scheduler.
Motor Vehicles have hired 4 additional employees. The department is now at full capacity, and they hope with this, along with the online scheduling system, will help alleviate some customer service issues. In Helena, I'm Alexi Aguayo, MTN News.
And still ahead after the break, hey, Andy, we're still on TV.
Huh?
We're still on TV.
Oh, right. We'll talk about what you need to know before you hit the woods for the start of the general firearms season this weekend.
Montana's news leader. You're watching MTN News at 6.
Welcome back to the news at 6. The opening of general firearm hunting season is like Christmas to many across Montana, and tomorrow it could look like it too, with more snow in the forecast. MTN's Andy Curtis spoke with Fish, Wildlife and Parks about what you need to know before you hit the woods tomorrow.
If you're anything like me, hunting consumes most of your thoughts.
And you're counting down the hours until you can get out for the start of general firearms season this weekend. But with another blast of winter weather in our forecast, this year, it's even more important to plan ahead.
This time around, they need to make sure they're prepared for the snowy roads. I mean, bring a shovel, and bring some tire chains if you got them. They're dressed warm, bring hand warmers, that sort of thing.
It's also not a bad idea to bring a little patience with you, because even in our big state, you'll probably see some other boot tracks in the woods.
We've sold more hunting licenses than we did last year. We expect there to be more hunters in the woods, and so it's a good reminder that be neighborly, be friendly, be ethical, be courteous, wear your hunter orange.
Other humans aren't the only thing you're going to have to try to avoid this weekend. That's because even though there's snow on the ground, it's not exactly winter just yet.
People need to still be bear aware. This isn't we're not to hibernation season yet, and typically most of hunting season is still, a time when bears are active.
That means tell someone where you're going. Pay close attention to your surroundings, and if you do harvest an animal, be careful when processing it in the field. Also, cutting frozen meat could lead to accidentally cutting yourself. So with the below freezing temperatures we're expecting, try and do as much quartering as you can while the animal is still warm, especially if it's going to take you more than one trip to pack out. The most important thing to remember, though, is enjoy the season while you can.
We're out there to take part in that great pastime and passion, and so, it just is a wonderful time of year.
So good luck, be safe, and stay away from me this weekend. Stuck here in the office in Helena, Andy Curtis, MTN News.
Make sure to double check FWP regulations before heading out, and also make sure you have your license. Also, remember one more thing, CWD is still an issue. We have more information on how to have your animal checked for the disease on our website. And let's check in with Chief
Andy. Meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz.
Yeah. Hey, and if you're heading out like Andy, away from Andy though, you can see how much snow you can expect out of this storm. with as much as 20 inches up into the mountains. More on the full forecast coming up next.
Weather starts now with Chief Meteorologist Curtis Greveness.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully you're home, safe, sound, and nice and warm because it is frightful outside. Look at that snow in Monarch and East Glacier, not much different. It's been snowing for hours around East Glacier where there's a blizzard warning in effect here. Rogers Pass, chains required for tow vehicles. Looks like we've got a little backup of some cars here, some brake lights heading uphill. That's not a good deal anytime. And around Bowman's Corner, Highway 200, there you can see the road covered with snow. Boulder Hill, it's starting to pile up. And Interstate 15 through the Dearborn area, the snow is coming down really heavily as well. In Great Falls, 16 degrees with an east wind, not too strong just yet, but the wind chill is 6 degrees. It's not just about the snow here. We'll also have record cold here this weekend. And in Helena, boy, it's snow. Got about an inch of snow already on the ground. 25 degrees, currently feels like 18 when you factor in that light little wind. Teens, 20s, couple of spots above the freezing point. Butte America, actually the only one at 33 degrees. Here's the wind chill the future track feels like. Now going through tonight into tomorrow morning, wind chill values dropping below 0 here. Tomorrow, snow all day long. Not the strongest wind, but there will be a wind, and that will create a wind chill. High temperatures only be in the teens. Wind chill values likely below 0. And then through Saturday night into Sunday morning, as Arctic high pressure moves into the state, that's when some wind chill values could approach 30 below 0. That's really cold for the middle of January, and here we are at the next to last weekend of October. Blizzard warning, this is where the travel conditions will be the worst. Folks living in this area are used to the drill here, so to speak, but just please be careful out there if you have to travel. All tonight and all tomorrow as that blizzard warning continues to be into effect. There's the snow spilling out now into eastern Montana, really expanded quickly across the state, and it's accumulating quickly with how cold it is out there. There you can see some of that snow again around Great Falls, pretty heavy. We've got the snow where we've got the blizzard warning there right off of the Rocky Mountain front. So through tonight into tomorrow morning, snow and cold, and all day long tomorrow that snow will be around here with the exception of extreme northeastern Montana and the extreme northwestern part of the state. Won't see quite as much, if any, snow here, but the snow continues through most of the day, but in the afternoon that northern edge will begin to shift southward here, and the snow will be breaking up as we go through Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. Now overnight into Sunday morning, high pressure moves in, the clouds break up here with the snow on the ground, with Arctic high pressure settling in right overhead. Likely most of the state waking up to temperatures between 0 and 10 below 0. Some of the normally colder spots on Sunday morning, 20 degrees below 0. Yeah, we're going to shatter these records. Again, these temperatures typically not found here in the end of October, and typically you don't see snow like this. This will likely be a record-breaking storm for temperatures, but also for the snowfall here through the central part of the state is where we'll see the heaviest amount. So what you can expect by tomorrow around this time, as much as 16 inches into the hills around Helena. Great Falls, as much as 14 inches of snow, solid foot through most of the Great Falls area. Same goes for Lewistown. A little lighter amounts, but more wind and tricky travel up there around Cut Bank, and you can see the snowfall tallies go a little lower, a little lighter the farther east you get out onto the High Line. Single digits and teens here tonight, and this isn't even as cold as we will be here for tomorrow night and Sunday night, but dangerously cold out there and dangerous on the roads. A lot of crashes already. Here's the forecast for tomorrow. Snow through most of the day. The snow works its way southward, breaking up as we go through the afternoon and the evening. Highs only in the teens. Remember, wind chills will likely be below 0. High pressure, Arctic high pressure right overhead for Sunday. So it starts out brutally cold. We'll have sunny skies, high temperatures getting up into the teens here on Sunday, and then heading into Monday, a little Chinook starting to develop. Blowing snow could be an issue across north central Montana after we have this light, fluffy, powdery snow, and then the wind starts to pick up. And then heading into Tuesday, there goes the warm front. Look at these numbers, up above the freezing point for many locations. Here's the 7-day forecast for Helena. Cold tonight, tomorrow, record cold, likely Saturday night and Sunday night, and then a slow warm up as the valley will be inverted Monday and Tuesday, but even the Helena Valley warming up above the freezing point Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We're back up to 50 degrees. That's almost average. And for Great Falls, dangerously cold tonight, tomorrow, record lows Saturday night into Sunday morning. And then that wind picks up on Monday, and that Chinook wind will warm up into the 40s and 50s next week.
And coming up, businesses in college towns rely on students to stay afloat. How they're using technology to adapt to less students on campus.
From Montana's news leader, you're watching MTN News at 6.
Welcome back to the News at 6. It has been a roller coaster fall semester, not just for students and professors, but also for the small business owners who rely on those two to keep businesses afloat near college campuses.
But as our Amanda Brandeis explains, this is also a story about owners finding solutions with new technology that we all might be experiencing soon.
With scratch food and smoked cocktails, restaurants deliver an experience you can't get at home.
No crap on tap, 100% American bar, and we wanted people that were curious.
It's an experience many took for granted that was taken away for months, one now reshaped by a pandemic.
As a restaurant owner, you have to just lean in during these times rather than try to survive. You got to thrive, and the only way to thrive is to get really innovative.
Justin Nettleman is CEO of the Eureka Restaurant Group.
Third-party delivery was a very small part of our business pre-coronavirus. It's almost tripled in the last 6 months.
This San Diego location sits directly on a college campus and has been one of their hardest hit.
We're finding that the professor, administrator market is vaporized.
Pre-pandemic, Nettleman estimates 65% of their business was college faculty, which has all but disappeared. Students who stayed behind have helped keep the restaurant afloat now that they have fewer dining options around campus.
We were, and still hope to remain once coronavirus is gone, kind of a halfway point, walking from home to school, coming back from school.
In addition to more outside seating and patio partitions, Eureka spent the last 4 months developing technology to ensure customers feel safe. Diners will soon be able to scan their phones at the door for a fully contactless experience, seating themselves, ordering food, and paying the bill with their phone.
It's reimagining what the future is going to look like. It's just a big fast forward to the future of casual dining, and for us,
knowing they can't rely on campus traffic or big crowds from sporting events, the restaurant is working overtime to let locals know they're open for business.
If you live in a college market, the best thing you can do is support local.
While business is still down 50%, they believe these forward-thinking innovations will pay off in the months to come.
Got a little kickback to it, too.
It's worth getting in your car, putting on your pants, and getting off Zoom and coming in.
In San Diego, I'm Amanda Brandeis reporting.
We'll wrap things up here when we come back.
Montana's news leader. You're watching MTN News at 6.
All right, welcome back, everybody. And if this weather has got you feeling a little down right now, here's some good news to end our show with. Chick-fil-A will soon have its famous sauces for sale in stores, and it's all going to be for a good cause. The restaurant chain announced its signature condiments will hit retailers such as Walmart and Kroger starting next month. The company will start selling bottles of its Chick-fil-A and Polynesian sauces in select states as well. And by next year, they will be available nationwide. The company says it will donate 100% of the royalties to a scholarship fund for Chick-fil-A employees. And I think, we were just talking, the only one we have open to the public here is in Kalispell, so that's great news for the rest of us.
Yeah, if you don't want to drive all the way to Kalispell, well, good thing you can make your Chick-fil-A at home, which sounds like a pretty nice deal.
Especially now.
Yeah, I know, especially with that snow. And that does it for the News at 6.
We'll see you back here at 10.